1% successful grant writer, Superior Shelby, and I'm so blessed to have you in my live stream per usual. In today's live stream, I just want us to have like an actual business 101, and I want to discuss what's going to differentiate your company from all of the other companies that are just like yours. It's very important that you know who your competitors are and how you're going to be different from them. This is going to help you with answering those hard to answer grant questions, and it's going to keep you persevering and confident in writing these grants. So come on in, friends. I'm so happy to have you guys here this morning. And I hope you all are doing well this beautiful Wednesday morning. Hey, everybody. Welcome on in. Hey, Maltide. Good morning. Excuse me. Hey, closer to the truth. Hey, guys. All right. So, don't want to waste much time. Okay. Hey, Virgin Mojito. You know, I don't drink. Specifying that quickly. Hey, you guys. You like my shirt? Yes. And look at my kicks today. I know. I'm actually quite sporty, you know. All right, so happy to have you guys here. Now let's talk a little bit about grants and all that good stuff, and then we'll get into the reasons for why I titled this particular live stream. We're just going to have like a nice business talk conversation. So make sure you share this live stream because I might say something that somebody need to hear. Okay. How do I get on Sunday chats? This Sunday, if you go on my channel, right? You'll see like there's a specific playlist, specifically for like members. There's like, it'll say it on their membership or members. So you'll see the upcoming video, right? So it's the live stream. So you'll be on YouTube Live. But because you are like a channel member, you're going to be like the only one that can kind of see it. Anybody who's a member will be the only one that can have access to it. Some people actually become members right then and there just so they can like hop in our grant chat. You know what I mean? So yeah. And shout out to you guys who became like channel members because I just got like 5 new members overnight. Let me tell you something. We close to 100. All right. And when we get 100 channel members, I don't know what I'm doing. I might just do free Zoom class. I don't know what we gonna do. Okay. We're going to do something together to celebrate. Now, yesterday's live stream, we celebrated Rio. Rio's a part of our membership, and Rio actually won an accelerator program. So let me school y'all on what a grant is, an accelerator program, and an incubator program, and then we'll get into like what differentiates your company for others and all that good stuff. Okay, so grants. You guys know I have 10 years of experience in grant writing, right? Hey, 7-star, thank you. Okay, so I have 10 years of expertise in this thing. All right, I travel the world and I do different types of tech projects, different development projects, all kinds of different stuff. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can hear me and me only. Okay, can y'all hear me? I know it's people in the background. All right, so with these different projects I usually apply to grant funding opportunities. And then once I give them the mission, or I complete a grant proposal, or I complete the application, or whatever they are requesting to learn more about my project, then that's when they give me feedback via email, and then we take it from there. Grant is debt-free opportunities that you simply don't have to pay back. Debt-free, DEBT, debt-free opportunities that you don't have to pay back. So there's no credit checks. There's no personal information needed. There's no IDs needed. There's no bank account statements. This is totally different from traditional lending opportunities like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. You know what I mean? Now, with my 10 years of expertise and my 71% successful grant writing rate, I could tell you that the best ways for you to be prepared for these opportunities is to have a business plan, to have a business pitch deck, and to have a pitch video. Now, in 2025 and beyond, we're going to start to see more of these applications request certain pieces of information from your business plan. So when you have a business plan already put together, it shows that you're committed to the process and you actually know your market industry and you have actual business goals that you and your team are going to reach. Now, I find these grants by visiting grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is my favorite grant search engine in the world. Let me tell you why. It's so easy to comprehend. It's direct source information. It's actually the top tier, okay? And number 3, it gives you more than over 100 grants that serve in your favor. There's different filters in place, right? Categories that you will select to best narrow down to the opportunities that serve in your favor. Okay, so grantwatch.com is a grant search engine. So think of it like the Google for grants. Okay, now when you use this grant search engine and you find you some good old grants, what I advise that you do is you create your own grant spreadsheet. Creating your grant spreadsheet will allow you to stay on top of the grants that you're applying to, and also you can just apply to one grant a day. Instead of consistently applying to 30 grants a day, you might tire yourself out and burn yourself out and then eventually become demotivated. And then you'll just like totally forget about the actual grants that you apply to. In my experience of doing this, I actually have clients that I've applied to more than like 100 grants for. And because we've been together for so long, some of my clients actually forget to check their emails because they're so busy with their day-to-day operations, which means that it's actually resulted in us losing out on some of these opportunities. You don't want that to happen to you. So having a spreadsheet keeps you organized, and it allows you to stay on top of all of the opportunities you're applying to. Okay? All right, so grantwatch.com, if you are a starter, if you are a newcomer, if you want to get a more general idea of how to answer these grant questions and what they're looking for, things like that, Hello Skip. All right, Hello Skip, that's HELLOSKIP. Hello Skip is actually a really great app that you can download on your phone that will give you all of the grants that serve in your favor, and then you'll be able to answer those questions directly through the third party source. Let me tell you about Hello Skip. Hello Skip is a nonprofit organization that helps startups and small business owners get funding opportunities. So that's not just traditional lending opportunities, that's also grants, incubators, and accelerator programs. Now you can get these grants from three different places. You can get grants from, your local and state governments. So for example, grants for tech businesses in Miami-Dade, grants for trucking businesses in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, grants for restaurants in Houston, Texas, right? You can get a grant that is funded through your particular state and local government. Now, they can go up to hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you definitely need to make sure you have your business foundations together before you go for those opportunities. Now, the second place that you would go for these grants, right, you can get a grant from is like a business entity. So let's say like Walmart, Amazon, Etsy, DoorDash, Uber Eats. Okay, all of those places actually give out tens of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis to startups and small business owners like you, especially Amazon. Amazon is very well known for giving out $10,000 opportunities every month to anyone who has an Amazon e-commerce store. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. The third place that you can actually get some of these grants is from like a private sector. So it can be from like a private investor, another small business, a medium enterprise, someone like myself, who just simply wants to give back to their customers and help them start a business so they can have, extra streams of income and experience what entrepreneurship is and financial freedom. You know what I mean? So all of those three sectors that I just said that you can get grants from, they simply do not come from federal government funding. Federal government grants are more of those personal grants that you would go for, like government assistance opportunities. The government assistance opportunities would be WIC assistance, Title 20, food stamps, rental assistance, utility assistance, right? Medicare and Medicaid. Those are all federally funded grant opportunities. That is not what I promote and talk about on my page, because we only talk about entrepreneurship here. We don't depend on anybody else on these channels. You know what I mean? We don't talk about that. Okay. Now, to better deep dive into this, what type of business owner do you need to be in order for you to increase your chances of approvals? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I know I may sound so happy and jolly and lucky when I'm talking, and go lucky when I'm talking about these grants, but keep in mind that I have 10 years of experience in this thing, and I have a 71% successful grant writing rate. But I've been doing this not just for myself, but I've been doing it for so many different businesses, medium enterprises, tech companies, and more. Now, it may seem nice when it's like, oh, it's free money, you don't have to pay it back and all of this good stuff. But it ain't easy money to get, just like getting a loan, line of credit, or credit card ain't easy to get neither, my friend. Okay? Now, when you are going for traditional lending opportunities, you got to make sure you have money in the bank revolving consistently You got to make sure you have a good credit score. You got to make sure you come with all of the proper documents, and it's no guarantee that you will still get that opportunity because sometimes it's personal interest, especially if you live in one of those small towns that actually like to only give out opportunities to those who are not minorities. Yeah. So I like to talk about grants, but let's really get down into the actual realization of grants, okay? And then I'll move on to accelerator programs, incubators, and why I like them more. All right. Grants, no 100% guarantee that you will get it. However, if you don't give yourself the chance at these opportunities, then you won't be able to get it. You guys let me know if you can hear me. I'm sorry, I was getting a call. Okay. So, listen, you need to make sure that you are properly prepared because they are not just giving out grant money just to anybody who simply needs some money. That's not how this works. If you are going through a personal situation, then you actually have government assistance programs that you can go to help you through that personal situation. But grants is not for you to for you to rely on or depend on. Matter of fact, as an entrepreneur, it's actually quite interesting that you want to start your business out on a dependent opportunity. No, that's not how this works. Welcome to entrepreneurship, okay? Because that's not how this works. You don't start your business with a handout. If you have the mindset of saying, "Oh, in order for me to start a business, I need $150,000," like Adrian said, handout. Explain to us exactly what adversities have you already faced? What have you already put into your business? What have you invested into your business aside from time? And also explain to us what strategies have you actually executed and what worked and what didn't work. What is your plan to actually, persevere through your adversities? Give us your risk analysis. Who are your competitors and who is your target market and what's going to differentiate you from everybody else that's in your market? How are you innovative? How are you bringing a new way and a new style of doing business? Why should we choose you for the $150,000 opportunity? You got to start as even asking yourself these questions and be actually hard on yourself, because if you are going to start a business out with the idea of I need a handout, I need the money first, no, that's not how it works. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. Let me tell you something. I started my business with absolutely $0. Guess what I did? I started in credit repair, started consulting because um, my last position, I worked for Capital One. And so I was like, okay, let me learn a little bit more about this financial banking system, things like that, how things work, right? And then I'm going to start repairing my credit, and then I'm going to repair my mom's credit, then I'm going to repair my best friend's credit, and then we'll just take it from there. I made $10,000 in my first 30 days of entrepreneurship because, one, I had faith. I put God first. That's number one. Two, I actually had a proven strategy. I actually did the service or product for free up front. Depending on the type of business you're getting into, you actually have different communities of people. You should have a fellowship. This is why it's important to go to church. Yeah. That's why it's important to put God first. Because see, if you put God first and you go to church, your customers is actually inside the church. The people that's actually going to support you first is right there in church. I promise you. You could tell the secretary, to make an announcement and let them know that you have a brand new tech company that's out. And everybody in that church, I promise you, at least they'll donate $1 or $20. Furthermore, you want to get yourself acquainted with these different apps that bring in fellowship, like Alignable, Meetup, LinkedIn, Facebook community groups. The reason why I'm steering the conversation that way is because I'm trying to give you some direction on how you can actually start to produce or put your product or service out there so you can get some feedback. What makes you think that your idea is what's needed in the market? How many people, statistically proven, actually need you to solve this particular problem? And how compassionate are you about solving this problem? See, in these grant applications, what helps you win these applications is being clear, concise, and compassionate. Some of you guys want to take the easy route out, and you actually want to, use ChatGPT. But guess what? Guess what, honey? ChatGPT, there's a GPT out here called Zero GPT. And Zero GPT actually identifies when you have used ChatGPT to help you with your answers. You know what that means? your application is going to get thrown out the window. In 2023 and the beginning or the middle of 2024, that was when you were able to use ChatGPT, but not anymore. So you're going to have to start using your creative writing skills, and you're going to have to start explaining what have I actually done before I even start asking for money, because I have to show them that I actually know how to, I know how to handle this type of money. And I'm gonna tell you, once you guys get the opportunity and you come back with the actual proof of how you use the money, how impactful it was to develop the quality of your product or service, and also how it was impactful to your how you serve your clients, guess what? You have like a guaranteed streamline of getting like a grant opportunity, because that grantor is going to say, okay, we remember this company from last year or from our last cohort, and we are more than willing to give them the opportunity again, because we know that they're going to use it for a good cause, for good use. They're very resourceful. Grants is not the end all be all. Grants is not the funding opportunity or financing opportunity you go for just because it sounds simple and easy. No, ain't nothing simple and easy. Nothing is simple and easy. Not even selling weed on the streets. Not even cleaning houses for a living. Not even cutting grass. Not even washing cars. None of that is easy. It all takes work. It all takes determination. It all takes faith. It all takes encouragement. It all takes perseverance. And I always say this, if you just want to simply make money, then invest into crypto, invest into day trading, do some stocks. Literally, you can invest into all of those different markets and possibly be rich tomorrow. Sit down, use YouTube University and learn how to read candles and start day trading. But don't put yourself in the middle of this whole entrepreneurship jungle just for you to fail, and then you're going to go out here in the streets and tell people that it ain't worth it. What type of demotivating demon are you? Don't do that. That is absolutely not what we're looking for. This is why I'm building that sense of community here on my YouTube channel, because I'm giving y'all the raw details of exactly what you need to know, the sisterly love that you need to have, but I'm also trying to get you out of that poverty mindset. I'm a global grant writer. I don't just write grants for U.S. business owners. I write grants for the UK. I have clients in the United Kingdom. And guess what? My clients in the UK, they pay more. You want to know why? Because the pound is worth more than $1. Yeah. I have clients out here. I just got a client that's in Dubai. And I'm not boasting. I'm just saying that you actually need to open your mind to expanding your idea. It's not just the U.S. The US dollar is seriously going down each and every day. You want to know how I know? Because I have to convert my money over to Naira. And when I convert my money over to Naira every day, I literally see the dollar per Naira go down every day. When I first came here to Nigeria last year, which was in October, my $1 was equal to 1,800 Naira. Today, it's worth only 1,400. Every day, the value of the dollar is going down. So your client base is not just the U.S. Your client base is also globally too, because that's where the big buck's at. But are you ready for that? But you ready for a handout? Make it make sense, right? These grant opportunities are not a handout. This is why they ask specific questions like, what do you plan to do with this money? Why should we choose you for the grant opportunity? What makes you so innovative? What innovative approach are you bringing to your market? They ask these questions because they want to know, how committed are you to this entire thing? How far have you taken yourself in this industry? Did you just purchase an LLC and then decide to allow your LLC to collect dust? That's not a good start. So if you did that, what makes you think we could trust you with this opportunity? Because you didn't show commitment from after the day that you purchased the LLC. You've had the LLC for 2 years and you still don't have a website. It doesn't make sense. How are we supposed to learn about you? How are we supposed to Google you? There's 21 of y'all on here, and I definitely would love to search for you, and I would love to promote you and stuff. But if you don't have a business website, then how do you expect for the people that I'm promoting for you, like I'm promoting to, supposed to purchase your service and product? Let me say it again. I got over 55,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I got 14,000 followers on Instagram, and my community of people that I know are really, really hefty. I would love to brag and boast about your service or product, but you're not giving yourself the chance because you're simply putting your money and your energy into that same job when you're really supposed to be working overtime and using that money to reinvest into this idea so you can get up out of there. But I'm tired. Yeah. Well, guess what? Entrepreneurship is a 24/7 workstation. It never stops. What's going to happen in a time where your service or product doesn't satisfy a client and a client decides that they want to do a chargeback on their card? And then the client might want to take it further and do like a small class lawsuit. What's going to happen then? How are you gonna persevere through that adversity? See, in my 2 years of entrepreneurship, I've been through it all for sure. What are you going to do when someone puts out a YouTube video saying you are a scam, this, that, and the third, and that video actually goes viral because they put over $1,000 behind that video? Are you just going to fold? Are you going to stand 10 toes behind your business idea? These are things that you have to think about. And when you are answering these grant questions, the confidence that you have, if you've already thought about how you're going to combat all of these things, your confidence in the way that you answer these grant questions is going to be so top tier. You're going to be resilient. Okay, so grants, right? You got micro grants, you have regular like grants, and then you have high ticket grants. Micro grants are like the $250 to like, let's say $5,000 opportunities. Those are like, you would see a lot of those through like startups. You would see a lot of those for like, mainly startups, and then certain specific industries. A lot of those micro grants go for like, they're targeting the actual entrepreneurs. So let's say like, $2,000 to women-owned entrepreneurs. $2,000 or $5,000 for, veteran entrepreneurs, things like that. So those are micro grants. Yes, you can go for them, but how they work, how they choose the winner is they randomly pick. It's a random raffle. You want something a little bit more solid, let's take it up a notch. Let's go for the regular grants. Now the regular grants are like that. Let's say that it's really $10,000, right? So let's say the $10,000 grants up to like $200,000. Those grants are like the general grants, but each application is different. You have some that's like a 2-minute application. You have some that will take you hours to complete. Okay. But if you aggressively need this money to kickstart your business, or you aggressively need some money to be able to scale your business, then you need to aggressively apply. Aggressively apply yourself. All right. So then you have the high ticket grants. Now, high ticket grants, friends, are like the opportunities that the one I'm on here, right? I'm on a $5 million grant here in Nigeria, and I'm here in Nigeria for 1 year. I have a 1-year visa, right? So, but this grant that I'm on is a tech opportunity. I have to develop a hospital software, and I've already had it developed before, I already had it going on because I have a nursing background, you guys. You know what I mean? So I use my expertise with what I learned from college. And I was like, I actually worked in a hospital, and I hated the software we use to communicate amongst each other. And I hated the fact that at this time, this is back in the day, y'all. This is the early, like mid-2000s. So like we're not. This is the 20 teens, like 20 teens. All right, I'm not gonna give my age out there, but yeah. When I was working in the hospital, right, and we had this certain type of software that was so aggravating. It was so slow. And I used to think of like, if I could just change this, if I could code this, if I can. So those things that I was thinking of, I literally put it into this new hospital software. All right, cool. So grants like these $1 million grants they're nothing to play with. Matter of fact, there's not going to be a situation where it's like, oh, they are not looking for mediocre businesses. I'm here to tell you that right now. Government contracting, no. Lawn care services, no. Food trucks, no. Hair salons, no. Barbershops, no. These $1 million grants are looking for something very innovative. Renewable energy. How are you going to take waste and turn it into gas? um, Electric vehicle charging, right? Like stuff like that. Tech, developing AI, fintech, financial tech, and financial tech, biotech, tech that will analyze thorough data. That's what they look for in these big grants, right? How can you develop something that will be used for the entire world? So that's the levels of grants, right? The micro grants more for startup, the middle grants is for startups, but also really for like scaling businesses. And then the high ticket grants is the one. And these high ticket grants, they want to know all your information because it's big money. All right. You know what a grant is? It's a debt-free opportunity that you don't have to pay back. You know the two main websites that I like to use, which is grantwatch.com and HelloSkip. And I also give you a little bit of schooling, a little bit of coaching on how you need to get out of that poverty mindset and start thinking about different things and risks that you will come across and what will make you different from your particular industry. So let's talk about why I like accelerator programs and incubators, right? So shout out to Rio. Rio is our channel member. He's on here all the time. I don't know, Rio, are you here? If you are here, say something. Hey, JJ, I need to see you in here. I just looked at my thing. I was like, it said JJ World, good day, good people. Hey, friend. Hey, Comina. Hey, my friend. All right, so accelerator programs. Why I love accelerator programs. Let me tell you why. Accelerator programs can give you hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they'll give you like tailored support. Tailored support will mean they will give you mentorship with a high earning industry leader already in your market. Then also they'll give you like a networking opportunity. So they'll help you develop your product or service. They'll give you the money to develop your product and service and scale your business. Then I'll also put you in a room with other investors and other people who might want to be your next big ticket customer. Right? Accelerator programs. So accelerator programs is something different from grants. Grants will give you the money and say, okay, go play. Like they will say, okay, go play. Let us know if you want to let us know or not. You know, we're not really asking for you to let us know, right? But with these accelerator programs, it's like, nah, we're gonna give you the money. We're gonna make sure you do very well with the money. We're gonna make sure you do very well and make sure you are actually successful. And we're gonna put you in a room with international individuals who actually want to invest into your idea. That's what Rio got. Rio just got like that was the whole point of us doing our 30-minute live stream yesterday, because Rio, who joins us on live all the time, took all of the information that I'm giving to you guys right now. He writes down his tips. He writes down different ways that he can apply to grants, just like how I'm always teaching y'all. And guess what? He won an accelerator program. Rio has only been with us for like a couple weeks. That's the actual person who is applying to one grant a day. That's a person who's actually aggressively applying because he knows for a fact that he needs this opportunity, period. He manifested on our live a couple weeks ago and said, you know what, Shelby, I would rather, because I talked about the same thing I'm talking about with y'all, with Rio here live on YouTube. You can fact check it. You can go back to my live stream. He said, you know what, Shelby, now that you're explaining what grants are, I would actually rather get an accelerator program, because I went over what a grant is, an accelerator program, and an incubator is. Couple weeks down the line, he just got approved. We just found out the other night. This is live proof. The stuff I be saying don't just be air and not just for content for me to make money. Absolutely not. I'll make money from this content. I make money from actually putting in the work of applying to these grants. I've been doing this for 10 years. That's where a majority of my income comes from. I'm just a YouTuber on here sharing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of education for free to y'all, to motivate you, to show you that you have other opportunities than to just go for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. Putting yourself in more debt. You know what really sucks is if you get a $200,000 loan like I did and you actually don't know how to use it. And now that $200,000 is gone down the drain with that past relationship that I was in. And now I'm having to pay it back because it's on my credit. Yeah, I did it. So yeah, I got a $200,000 loan off of my credit in my past relationship to get into the trucking industry. I bought 2 trucks and I did car hauling. The worst case scenario happened to me where my truck engine blew coming from Virginia back down to Miami. So guess what? I really didn't have God in it first. I only got into this industry because everybody else who was black said to get into it. Following the trend, didn't really understand or comprehend none of this stuff. And because I was a black woman doing it, I got finessed and scammed by different engineers. Following behind the trend. Wasn't my original idea. I'm a good educator. I'm a person of community leadership. That's who I am. I'm not a person that I don't do that. I don't follow trends. I'm a child of God. I'm a light for real. And so because I followed other people because they was like, oh, get into trucking is blah, 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 blah. All my other friends, none of us have our trucks. When COVID happened, guess what? I sold those trucks at an instant for pennies on a dollar. Yes, that was my story. I invested money and my time and my credit into that. And now I'm still paying back that $200,000, stupid $200,000 SBA loan. It is not fun. And then you know what? I'm even scared because it's like we don't even have CFPB anymore, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which actually protects the consumers, which is you and I, from any type of bank institution fraud or scams or unwanted fees. Imagine waking up tomorrow and they have a negative $120 in your account simply because you don't revolve, let's say $10,000 or $15,000 in your account. So now they want to add an extra fee. That's what the CFPB protects us from. You don't want to get on this loan situation. Yeah, it sounds like, oh, it's easy to get. All I gotta do is do me a quick little play, add me some trade lines. You are so back in 2016. You are late to the play. You late to the play. That play was back in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. You had them good 4 or 5 years to do that. Them financial plays, them plays is done. The only people that's actually getting those plays for real is the ones who actually been getting financial, like them type of plays since then. Every time y'all get on Instagram, y'all see somebody, oh, I got them a $50,000 loan, I got them a $30,000 loan, I got this. You want to know how? Those people have good banking relationships. It goes beyond just having good credit, and it goes beyond just piggybacking off of other people's, like going to coast trade lines. Them plays is done. Especially in 2025. You think you're finna do a 2016, 2017 play? No. Them plays is done. Why would you even want to put yourself in debt knowing that it ain't no CFPB? That's also backwards as well. Oh, because it's more guaranteed. No, it's not. Imagine doing all of that work just like Denise did, who's our channel member. Imagine doing all that work and you walk into the bank and they say, yeah, no, we don't have interest in giving you a loan. Oh, so you're going to walk out and you're going to keep running your credit and go to Chase. You're going to walk out and you're going to keep running your credit in BOA. You're going to walk out and run your credit through Citizens Bank. You're going to walk out and go to Navy Federal, huh? You're going to just keep running inquiries, which that data is being collected by the secondary credit reporting agencies like LexisNexis, SageStreams, and the others. And you just keep giving them your data, knowing Elon Musk got everything right now. You just want to keep being dumb. And this time, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I want you guys to really have a clear understanding of the reasons for why you need to move forward in the way that you think and actually go for debt-free opportunities, which are communities of people, bodies of different organizations that actually, honestly, these big time companies like Macy's, Sephora, Walmart, Amazon, guess what? They have to give out these charitable gifts and rewards and grants. You want to know why? Because it helps them out in taxes. Imagine being $100 million company. Imagine what your taxes is, bro. You can't buy a yacht and buy planes all the time. It's not how this works. No, you got to give out. You make $100 mil. You need to be giving out a couple millions, in grant funding to help you out on those taxes. How much did you give out in charitable gifts? Okay, then we'll give you a tax cut. That's why these grants that I talk about and these accelerator programs and all this stuff, this stuff is not federally funded. This is funded by different entities, companies, and other small business owners and medium enterprises that actually are saving money on their taxes and just simply giving back to their customers and their community. Donald Trump and Elon Musk don't got nothing to do with how I get paid and if I want to give y'all all my income every month. That's where these grants come from. Seriously. So let's talk about an incubator. Incubator is pretty much like an accelerator program, except for you don't get money, but it gives you the co-working space so you can be able to have the actual space and room to work on your service or product to develop it. And also that co-working space is a ability to network with other individuals who might be in your industry or might not be in your industry, but might actually need your expertise. Time to charge for consultations. Start thinking of different ways that you can bring in extra income so that way you don't burn yourself out at your 9 to 5. Like I've been saying on here, y'all can create your own grant list and sell it for $10. There's your extra stream of income. Have you ever thought about putting your son or daughter or siblings onto a new job opportunity and having them answer different inboxes for other people, like on social media? You can create a small business for your kids and just have them and like have the kids like generate some revenue. Especially if you have an actual baby, like if you have a baby or a newborn, yeah, create some coloring books, put it on Etsy, put it on an e-commerce store. Anything for children sells. Start being creative. Creatively think and find ways that you can make extra stream of income to go towards the bigger goal, the main thing. You know? All right, let's talk. I was up to 2 a.m. looking for grants and couldn't find anything. Where are the accelerator programs? Which ones do you suggest? Generator. And what do you mean you couldn't find grants, Preston? So tell me, what is your business industry? What state are you located in? And are you a minority-owned company? We're going to find a grant for you. We're going to find a few of them for you. Did you use grant? Did you use grantwatch.com? Did you use grantwatch.com? Because that's like where I go to, Preston. Let's find a grant for Preston. I'm gonna show you. You know, I like to show and prove. I have my handy dandy laptop. And we're gonna find a grant for Preston Jordan. Grant. For those of you who don't have an LLC, the $10,000 grant opportunity through Honeycomb Credit is the best one for you to go to. You can also go to the Galaxy of the Stars grant if you are a woman or minority and apply to that $3,000 grant too. All right, so Preston's going to tell us where he's located, what state he's in, what business industry he's in, and if he is a minority business. And then we're going to use grantwatch.com. I have it up here. We're going to use grantwatch.com to find you a grant, Preston. My good friend said he was up until 2 a.m. searching for grants. So guess what? We're going to find some for him. And Preston, once grantwatch.com comes up with a whole bunch of different grants for you, use a spreadsheet and create a list of grants for yourself for your particular industry. Sell it for $10 on Etsy. That's an extra stream of income, but also use this grant list to apply to one grant a day so you don't burn yourself out. All right. Hey, Sherry. Sherry says, do I need to create my business plan for my startup business first before applying to grants? Yeah. Well, no, why? Because they ask questions like, what are your risk factors in your particular business industry and how do you plan to persevere through your adversities? They ask questions like, who are your top 3 competitors and what innovation are you bringing into the market? They ask questions like, how do you plan to continue to solve, what is the problem that you are solving and how do you plan to continue to develop that solution with this grant opportunity? Please provide your executive summary. What are your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? If you are awarded this opportunity, how do you plan to use this grant to be impactful to your service or product? Well, Sherry, if you have a business plan, it will truly help with answering those questions, my friend. I'm starting target marketing soon. I'm literally getting registered now. Oh, shout out to you. So can I just pay you to do that, correct? Yep, I do it in 24 hours. It's $150 and text the word hashtag plan to my number. My number is in the description of the chat. It's $150. If you ready, I'm ready. Hey, Sarah. Sarah says, hey, I went on Grant Watch. They seem to charge for everything. Yeah, they charge $40 a month. $40. So you got to sign up for it. It's $40 a month. Yep. Or you can do it weekly, I think. But yeah, it's $40 a month. Pay for the monthly. Charlene. Every time I see Charlene's name. Charlene. Anthony Hampton. Okay. All right, I need a pitch for an accelerator. I want to do it myself. How much do you charge to review my pitch deck when I finish the deck? $100 to be in the one-on-one Zoom call. Just bring the pitch deck information. I'll review it with you, tell you how you can enhance it, or I'll let you know if it's good enough. Book a one-on-one consultation with me. That's all you need to do to review anything, any business plan or whatever have you. The link is in the description of this video. Sarah says, okay, just making sure things. Yeah, it's $40 a month, but that's quite general. That's quite general. Yeah. You can pay for Hello Skip too, but I don't pay for Hello Skip. Yeah, I don't mean that. I go for whatever is free. If it's free, it is for me. Hey, Noni. Noni says, I'm late. My bad. No. Get your money, honey. All right. I know you was doing something very resourceful, my friend. Yes, no. A virgin mojito. This is like my first time getting a virgin mojito here. And I must say, I'm quite satisfied. Y'all know I'm usually drinking like the strawberry Chapman. But today, I wanted to switch it up. It's very good. Okay, so what questions do you guys have? I'm waiting on Preston. Unless he's in here, but not in here anymore. Yo, welcome, Charlene. But the consultation, I have a consultation today, but I think she's rescheduling. But I had some really good ones yesterday, you guys, and it was really, really fun. I'm like on a high frequency for sure. So I was cussing out Habibie. I was being productive, but not earning any money, clearly. So, the scriptures say, melanated meditation. Hey, friend, why you don't have a star? You better pay that $3. I don't see your star in your thing. Check your card. Look, I'm quick because I want to make sure y'all meet me on Sunday. Sunday is going to be so good because I have a guest that's going to come on. He has a thick accent, but he speaks slow, so I think you guys will still like him. He's going to talk more about my real estate projects that I'm invested in. I've given this guy my money, and he's put the actual money to use. And today, oh my gosh, today I really got to see the developments of where my money has went. And I'm just literally riding off of this high frequency right now because I'm just so happy. All right, so Noni, the Lord said, you do not fight evil with evil, sister. Okay, yeah, when they being retarded, you just gotta let them go and let God. You gotta say, you know what? May God bless you. You gotta give him the black woman eyes. Now God bless you now. And get on up out of here. You gotta do it like that. And just let God handle it. Because that man ain't having a good life. Not without you anyway. The girl, I'm a work in progress. I know. One step at a time. Hi, Yvette. Just curious. Can grant funding be put into online business bank accounts, or would you suggest opening up a business account with a local FDIC bank institution? And so it doesn't matter as long as the bank is in your name. So if you have like a fintech bank, or like if you have a fintech bank, like let's say, what is the one called? Brex, BREX. Doesn't matter as long as the name of on the account is the name of the actual business. It has to be a business account. Great question though. Why you took your message back, friend? Say it's time now. I was reading it, but I couldn't see it. They called me dumb, and I lost my mind for real. Yeah. The devil be busy, Noni. The devil be busy. Okay, what you gonna do when somebody call you a scammer in your business? You gonna get pissed off and cuss them out. Then you gonna show that you possibly could be. You can't be doing that. You can't have high temper. Look at me. I'm the spicy one from Miami that has a really bad high temper. Like I used to be on DT time, okay? But now I'm blessed and highly favored and saved. so sometimes these people, these human beings, they'll take you there. But you just gotta you just gotta say, you just gotta scream out Jesus Christ. You gotta scream it consistently over 7 times. Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, Jesus. You gotta just keep saying that until they calm you down. Okay? Calm you down. Mm-mm. I know about that because I'm spicy too. My bad just coming back today. Chime is beefing with YouTube. Yeah. Chime beefing with everybody though, if we're being honest. I don't know. I think they're trying to like cut out Chime. And Chime and Cash App. I've been going through it. Some of my business handling is on ice because my son is going slow. He's being slow by building your website. It's okay. Like, if he could just, kind of like, if you can apply that pressure or at least build you a quick landing page, or something of some sort, then that would be cool. Yes, it's a bank business account. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so if you use Brex, Stripe has their own account, like own like card. You can do like your own account through them. So yeah, like it works. It works. So I want to tell y'all something. Look, I want to tell y'all something. Thanks for answering my question. Yeah, my pleasure, Yvette. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's talk. Last 15 minutes of the Zoom. Last 15 minutes of the live stream. So let's talk. Hey, Jalen, I'm on live. Can I call you back? I'm sorry. Okay, I'll call you back. Okay, bye. All right, Jalen's he's one of our subscribers too. Okay, so I met when I first got here. So I love this restaurant that I'm here in Abuja. If you guys didn't know, I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Abuja is the actual capital of Nigeria, not Lagos. Lagos used to be, but now it's Abuja. And so Abuja like has a lot of top government officials. Think of it like being in Washington D.C. in a way, very conservative. And so today, when I came here to set myself up, because somebody was in my spot. But let me tell you something. You could be. He was sitting right here, like right here where I'm sitting at, right? And like he was in my spot, and I was just like, y'all know, everybody who work here know this where I sit at, right? But he saw me like more than 3 times in this spot, so I just don't know what made him feel like so comfortable to sit in my spot. Maybe he thought I was coming today because I didn't come yesterday. Cool, whatever, cool, fine. I was doing some pre-recorded content yesterday. Can't wait to drop that, by the way, because that's going to be dropped towards the end of this weekend, beginning of next week. So excited about that. So I sat on the other side, which is like a bench couch type of thing. So I sat on the other side and I was like, hey, how are you doing? He was like, hey, because the last time I saw you here, he was a Lebanese guy. Lebanese. Keep that in mind. Lebanese guy. And he was like, yeah, I saw you last time or whatever, because and I was like, yeah, I saw you last time too. And I ain't gonna lie, I've always wanted to talk to him because I just wanted to be nosy to know, like, what do you do? Because I'm always seeing you here with your book bag, and I'm always here with my book bag. All right, so what we doing? How can we do business? Gonna find out this guy who's very smart, really like English is amazing, right? And he's like a culinary chef, like a traveling culinary chef. I love traveling culinary chefs. I love them. Let me tell you why. So, y'all know the guy who goes viral on social media all the time that does he does like the chocolate sculptures. I think he's Lebanese. But he does like the big, like he did like, I think his most recent one of the ones I saw, he did like this huge flamingo out of chocolate. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He goes viral on every social media platform there is. Guy has millions of followers, right? He even has a Netflix special. Okay, so I'm talking with him, and I'm like, what are you doing here? So he's like, oh, you see this restaurant? I'm like, yeah, I love this restaurant. Well, I love Uncle T. You know what I mean? I like that. Everything here is good. I've had everything on their menu. Like I love everybody who works here. He's like, yeah, I'm working like I work with the people pretty much who own this, and we're working on another project in another part of Africa, another country in Africa. So what he's doing here is he's just like understanding more of the menu, learning more about like doing the whole like culinary thing. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. And so he's telling me all about this. And so I'm telling him, right? I'm giving him my ideas. And I'm like, you know what I learned about y'all in the culinary space? Because, and this is real, if you are in like the food truck industry, restaurant industry, or you have a friend that wants to get into that industry and like you guys are going for grants, it is not easy to get grants for you guys. But I do actually have success in getting a grant. Now, excuse me. So I was explaining to him, he was asking me what I do. He was like, I see you all the time. You're always like, on YouTube, blah, blah. So I gave him my Instagram. Y'all know I'm not on Instagram, but I gave him my Instagram. He clicked the link in the bio and just come to YouTube, right? And so then we're talking, and he's like, yeah. And then he was like, okay, so you write grants. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like a co-founder to like 2 different tech ideas. And I'm also into like doing all this other stuff, right? He was like, oh, that's really cool. I was like, yeah, it's kind of what I do. I was like, YouTube is like my day job. And he was like, okay. And so we got to really talking, and he said something very, very like just reassuring to me. He has his own other project. He had his own restaurant that he had to close down, right? And in business, sometimes it happens like that, especially in the restaurant industry. It takes money to make money in order for you to stay consistent in business. And this is true in any industry, not just restaurants, in real estate, and whatever you're doing. It takes money to make money. You have to keep reinvesting in your business. And because this is something he's so passionate about and he loves cooking, right? Clearly, he's properly cultured. Properly cultured means that you are a person who travels to different countries, learn about different cultures and dishes, and you perfect them. So clearly, because their menu here is not just African, but it's also some American dishes. It's also some Lebanese dishes. Like there's different type of dishes on their menu here. All right, you can look them up. They're called Uncle T's. Uncle T's in Abuja, Nigeria. Even though you guys are not here, you can still look up Uncle T's Abuja, Nigeria. You could clearly look at their menu. They got a lot going on. So, and I'm like, he's telling me his story, and I'm like, wow, it's so inspiring. Long story short, this conversation just ended with him saying, I'm taking it one day at a time, because if I try to continue to control my journey, if I try to continue to control the steps that that need to be taken, or I think that I need to take, it will pretty much run him crazy. I said, yeah, you know what? Sometimes I can be like that too, where I'm like over controlling my whole entire execution process. But then that's where you got to lean more on your spirituality and your religion. You know what I mean? He's Lebanese, so I don't know. He can be Muslim or whatever have you. But God is God. And, you know, you can't control your entire process, no matter how bad you want it. You feel me? This guy literally owned a top 5 restaurant in Lebanese, but he had to close it down. And now he is supporting his friends and his brother's idea. And now it's still bringing him money. But he also feels that he's at a point where it's like he's just waiting on that next big thing. But also he's being very calm and humble about it because he doesn't want to rush into anything like he did once before and possibly feel like a failure again. So having this conversation with this guy, I literally had this conversation 10 minutes before we got on this live stream. And having this conversation with him was so like refreshing because it just reassures me that, hey, just keep in mind, Shell, like, and this goes for y'all too. You have an idea, but it's God's idea. And this is God's will and plan for you for real. So that's why you got to keep God first. Because, yeah, it may make sense. Two plus two may equal 4. Right? You have done everything possible for you to get that opportunity. But guess what? It might not come through for you simply because you ain't putting God first. You're not giving glory to God. You understand? So that this whole conversation with him, and then like I also was like, hey, I'm getting married. So like, I like Lebanese food, you know what I mean? And he asked me, he was like, have you ever been there? And I'm like, no, like actually this is like quite my first time on this side of the world for real. So yeah, it's such a great conversation. And I love networking with other people and being able to learn about their stories. You never know when they can say something that can really prick your heart and that's so filled with passion that can be a lesson for you. You don't want to go through turmoil when you don't have to. You know what I mean? So I'll go plan 2025. Okay. So what questions y'all have before we get up out of here? We in like the last 4 5 minutes because I'm getting text messages and stuff. What y'all saying? Chocolate sounds good. My entire algorithm is about business, AI, and grants at this point. I love that. That's really good. Train your algorithm. I found a commercial space for my business, but the landlord wants to see the end of day balance. I don't have it. Probably not what he's looking for at least. So that can mean so many things because that can mean that he's actually looking for like a bank account statement to see what your revolving total, like what your revolving income is in your bank account. So that way he can determine if you can actually afford to pay rent. If you don't make the general 3 times the rent, then like a lot of the times, you know what I mean? And it goes the same for like if you're trying to get like a loan for a commercial property, it's the same exact way because it's like you need to be able to make that income for you to be able to pay that loan back. So I think that's what they're essentially talking about, friend. I've gotten caught up with Uncle T's menu. Yes, you see their menu. Their menu is lit. Yeah, the bank account statement. So they want to see the bank account statement. They want to see how you're managing your money. If you make $10,000, if you revolve, not hold, if you revolve $10,000 in your bank account every month, then how are you operating that? Are you ending your bank account with a negative balance? What are your bills? What is your what's called debt to income ratio? So if you make $10,000 a month, well, how much are your bills costing you? 11,000. So that means you're negative $1,000 a month, which means you have no space and room for any extra loan or rent. That's how that works. That's how that works. I'm gonna ask him for another one. That was so good. I'm actually gonna order something. Yeah, Uncle T's. And let me show you. I want to show y'all. They do their menu through this. Like most places do like QR code menus. Long gone are the days of flipping through books. Everything's online now. Scan the QR code. There you go. And it will take you to Uncle T's menu. Whoever owns this place, hey, I'm going to ask who owns this place. I wonder if they're taking private investments. I'll put my money everywhere around this world. Everywhere around this world. I don't care if it's $1,000. Seriously. I've been coming to this restaurant since Valentine's Day on a weekly basis. If you saw my Valentine's Day, you got to be a member in order to see my Valentine's Day content. But I've been coming here on a weekly basis. It's safe to say I'm addicted. Food is good. The service is good. 10 out of 10. I recommend, my friend. Oh, so also I want to tell y'all really quick before we get out of here. So, I'm developing a luxury hotel. No, something big. And so this hotel, like, right, is already built, but what we plan to do is invest in it to make it more luxurious. Abuja is the capital of Nigeria, which means all the big money comes through here, my friend. I mean, big money go through Lagos too, but when we talking about like big conservative money, like the president live here, you know what I mean? Like everybody who got real big bucks, they got to come through here. Even if you check the story of Portia Williams from not Love and Hip Hop. Oh Jesus, it is from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was just recently here a few weeks ago, right? She first went to Lagos. She's Nigerian, if you guys didn't know. She first went to Lagos and then she came here to Abuja. Why? Because it's it's where the money is. It's the capital. This is where the real. There's golf courses around here. This tech money is over here. So of course I'm investing into development over here. Also, the development cost is super cheap versus Ghana. Let me tell y'all the difference between Nigeria and Ghana. Nothing to say anything about South Africa. South Africa is absolutely gorgeous. It's more tropical than here, right? But Ghana is very expensive. I don't know if it's because they know that it's a lot of us going there, like diaspora, but it's quite expensive. They have like different communities that they've built specifically for the diaspora, which is African Americans. But it's just really expensive. That's why y'all don't see me, like, I'm going to Ghana and I'm actually going to do, God's willing. You guys should follow her on Instagram. Her name is Black Monroe. She's a friend of mine. She went from being the black girl in Bali to now she's the black girl in Ghana, right? And she's investing into different Airbnb properties and stuff like that. Well, God's willing, I'll go to Ghana and we'll do like a whole pre-recorded video, but we'll do some actual content. Obviously, I'll drop it on here. And then we do a live stream so that way you guys can ask her questions. Ghana investments is more expensive than investing in Nigeria. Now, you got to be able to get over the stereotype of Nigerians are scammers, because there are scammers everywhere in the possible, every corners of the earth. Okay? Period. You just have to be smart. You need to be wise. You need to be asking questions before you decide to give your money out to random people, right? Have documents, have contracts. Just because it's a different country doesn't mean that you can't operate under your order of operations like how you are used to from your country, right? Have lawyers in place. When I'm doing these real estate deals and these investment opportunities, I got lawyers, international lawyers, right? Who are, shout out to you, Mira. Mira became a Superior Bonds. Welcome to the Superior Squad. It's really fun over here. But and so this Sunday, right? This Sunday, this is why I moved the grant classes this Sunday, because I got a lot to go over. This Sunday, I'm going over the frequency flow of money outside the U.S., because you got to break through that mindset. Then I'm going over real estate investments. So the 3 different places that you can invest regarding real estate and internationally. Then I'm going over contracts to help you prevent scams that you can get into, right? And then I'm going over what where my money is actually invested in. And I'm actually going to show you on video, we're on a Zoom though. I'm going to show you on this Zoom call we're going to play the video and I'm going to show you what these developments look like. Now, I'm doing a group economic project. Yes, you can make monthly payments, but I'm only looking for people who are serious, right? And I'm really so looking for individuals who are the diaspora or the individuals who simply want to retire outside the US, or you just want to have your money in other countries and be able to have extra stream of income from through different currencies, because like I said, the US dollar is dwindling day by day. So um, what I have going on this Sunday, I can't wait to introduce to you guys. After our grant class, I want to say, hey, click the link in the description. Join me on Zoom at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then we're going to bada boom, bada bing, get into it. And on the Zoom call, that's when I'm going to have our friend, his name is Chris. And Chris is going to explain more about his years of expertise and how you can earn like residual income from these investment property opportunities. Okay. Now, me myself, I have a couple of things going on. I'm doing like Airbnb, so that's like residential short term, and then also aside from Airbnb, I'm doing renovating resorts and hotels. Why? Because the hotel is already up. If we could put money to make it better, it will attract more high ticket clients, which will generate more revenue, which will be able to already get that residual that they're already making. Because if you start from scratch, then you have to wait on the money and you market it and do all that stuff, which I'm doing that too. But it's actually better if you just like, all right, you already got the property up, y'all already making money. What the books look like? Okay, cool. So if we give you this investment, this is how much a percentage we want in equity or in ROI. Yes, that would be great for me to learn. I love it. Mira, shout out to you. All right, y'all. So we've been on here for an hour. I love you so much. I'm not going to take up any much more of your time this morning for you, this afternoon for me. I'm going to actually order some food, use the bathroom, and wind down and relax. Have me another virgin mojito. It's really good. Stuff is good. Everything's natural. Like the mint smells like like real mint. Oh, also, my fiance bought me this. Like I'm going to show you guys on a video short. I'll upload it later. He bought me like this perfume. It smells so good. It's from it's Arabian, but it smells so good. I'm so used to like Chanel and like all those like other things, but like when you go outside of what you start finding out the quality of those things that you used to is nothing. Shonda says, hello, I'm interested in learning and networking. Learning about networking, or you just want to like, what do you want to do? Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can learn from here. Now she'll be the girl we name and when that's the you in the hood. I'm such a 90s kid. All right, so you want to learn about network? Okay, so networking is quite easy. I have experience in doing that. What challenges do you believe you're having? I have so many fragrances, sis, you would be shocked. Like, no, I was that girl. I was that. You know who I was? I was the Bath and Body Works queen. Bath and Body Works took my money every time. Have a great day. Always enjoy your content. Thank you, Eddie V. Berry. Thank you so much. Love you guys always. Always love you guys. Uh-huh. Mira, shout out to you for becoming a channel member. We also got two or three new channel members today. So shout out to you. And don't forget, you guys, I'm still applying to the $10,000 grant for you guys. I have a video short out on about it, so make sure you share that short to all of your friends, family, and community. And then also, because I'm doing it up until April 2nd, which is the deadline date for it. Then last but not least, I just did a Facebook ad on that particular short on me doing the $10,000 grant. So yes, I have it all: Arabic, Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret, designer, high end. And then the Lord said, Noni, I gotta always have a strong scripture for you, my sister. Remember the story I told you about the widow in Elisha, where the widow's like her husband passed away through the thieves and the gangsters. And so she went to Elisha, and Elisha is a God-fearing man, and he was a prophet. And she was like, "Hey, your servant, he has passed away. We have nothing in it." He was like, "So how can I help you? What is in your house?" He asked, "What is in your house?" for a reason, simply because you have materials and things that you can resell. So I'm saying this to say, Noni, anytime things get real challenging, sell it, sell it, put it as a bundle. Sell one Gucci Guilty, sell one Chanel Chance, and a Bath and Body Works candle, all as a bundle. $100. That's a good bundle now. I'll buy that bundle. Because the Gucci Guilty alone, the Chanel Chance alone is an $80, $100 bottle, depending on which one. I got the big one, so that's $120. Okay? Sell it. Sell the TV. Sell all the materials in your house. And so that way you can have the stream of income. Sacrifice. She said, "I've been on a no buy for months." That's ridiculous. I'm new. I am new, and I'm in a new space, and I want to leverage my opportunities. I'm open to ideas. Awesome. There's new fragrance in Ota that's black owned. That's all over social media. I forgot her name, LOL, but it smells amazing. Oh yeah, we got to support our sisters and brothers. Say, girl, you're asking a lot of my floss. I love you, sister. I love you so much, and I believe that you can overcome these soul ties you got to these materials and the ways of the world. I believe in you. Shauna, okay, so networking is not a challenge, but it's always best to know exactly what the mission of your business is. If you are in a new space, you need to think about what is the problem that most people are going through and how are you solving it? What makes you different, right? And so when you find that out, it'll be so easy for you to just pitch and say your thing. For example, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Superior Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer, a 10-year successful entrepreneur, and I have investments in different spaces in the world. My mission is to make sure that I educate startups and small business owners on debt-free opportunities that they simply have that they might not know of, giving them leverage in the business financial literacy world, and giving them the capital and the opportunities that they deserve to start and scale their businesses. Most small business owners actually lack the capital to be able to get started. So the problem that I'm actually solving is educating them for free through my social media channels that I've been doing for over 6 years. And also, I'm giving them the ability to book one-on-one consultations with me to give them clarity and reassurance on making sure that they are going for these opportunities properly and they're prepared for them. I love what I do, and I have over hundreds of testimonials and things like that, and on different platforms. I get comments, and I do a daily live stream that you can actually join yourself to show you proof that everything that I'm talking about today and how I'm solving this problem and my innovative approach is what makes me so different and what makes me so favored in this particular space. So that is kind of like a small pitch that I can give to an investor or somebody that simply wants to know about me in like a networking event. I own my own fragrance line, maybe in a bougie. Girl, come on, girl. They got a fragrance boutique where you make your own fragrance. I want to go there so bad. I told my fiance, let's do a date. I'm just waiting on him. Medical wigs are my idea. I'm a permanent makeup artist and a vendor in the beauty world. This is awesome. So, hey, I'm Shauna. I make medical wigs and I help develop the confidence in others who have loss of hair and suffer from other hair loss conditions like alopecia. Most of my clients, they lack the confidence thereof, and they have went through so much turmoil of cancer or whatever have you, due to different types of lifestyles. But because I am bringing them a different way to look at life by providing them with medical wigs and making them feel more beautiful each and every day. Everyone knows there's a saying all across the world that when you feel beautiful, when you look good, you do good. And this is what I am, what I am projecting and what I am motivating to all of my clients and my customers. And that goes not only for the ones that are the ages from 21 and older, but this also goes for children as well. Imagine being a little girl and you're in a classroom full of other kids that have a head full of hair, but you simply suffer from a hair loss condition that you have no control over. Well, I provide these medical ways for these children too, giving them the boost of confidence that they need so they can go to school feeling really good and they can focus on their studies, not having to worry about the bullying that they might come face have to face on a day-to-day basis. Furthermore, the medical ways and also my other services that I offer are quite affordable, which makes me different from anyone else in my industry. See, I'm located in this particular place, but I am willing to travel all across the world. I also have education in this space as well. I have my own testimonials, and I've been able to invest into skill development certifications and exercises and classes so that way I can stay up on market industry trends and modernize techniques of the way of doing this type of business, right? So you can say something in those words. I am nervous to get into physical products due to the tariffs. Yeah, that's the challenge I'm having right now with my soaps because the tariffs are so like, wow. Wow. And it's only 4 years. After this, I'm pretty sure I'll be back in action. Yeah, but it's quite aggravating. I'm not even gonna lie. And it also depends on like what you're selling to. Like when where you're shipping from. If I'm shipping from Africa, so the best ways for me to get my soaps over to you guys is to literally physically bring a bulk of it, which is what I'm doing in April. I'm bringing a bulk of all of my soaps like over there, and then my mom actually, because my mom's like retired, so I'm like, well, mom, you want something to do? Because sounds like you're bored. She's like, yeah. I was like, cool. Well, you can be my production manager. And what you can do is you will ship the soaps from Miami to everywhere else in the United States. That way, people can get these soaps in less than 7 days. She was like, okay, cool. So when I get to the U.S., I'm going to be there for a month, but I'm going to also be teaching my mom how to like run the production side of things for Fasara. My friend's daughter had hair down to her bottom. Now she is bald due to alopecia. Yeah, I know there's truly a need. It takes a toll. It does. It takes a mental toll on you. Love the spot on pitch. AI is my best friend. I love your energy. Absolutely. Yes, you can do it. And just like, even if you have ChatGPT help you develop your pitch, practice it. And the more and more you practice it, the more you'll sound confident. I promise you. Okay, so I love y'all so much. We've had a really great conversation. I want to order some food and use the bathroom. So like direct. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Also, I want to inform you that I might or might not be able to get on here on Saturday because I'm doing a whole church thing. I'm going for deliverance, but I'm doing a full church thing. Whereas like I'm fasting for like a full dry 2.5 day fast. So Friday I might be on some low frequency, low energies, but Saturday I might not show up because I might be busy. Sunday, like morning for y'all, then I'll most likely kind of pick up, and that will be our grant class. So yeah, right. So my energy will be a bit different because I'm going to be fasting these 2.5 days, starting Friday, Saturday, and then 9:30 a.m. West Africa time. Um, so I'm going to be fasting these days. So my energy might be a little low, but I'm here for y'all. Okay, I'm here for y'all. You can always text me. The book a one-on-one consultation with me. The link is in the description of the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys like tomorrow. All right, tomorrow morning. No, that's what I'm praying for. I'm telling you, it will change lives. You can do it. All right. See y'all next time. I love you so much. Peace and blessings, and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Bye.